What's up, Changemaker? I hope you're on fire today. Jared Yellin. I want to talk about why I have this just insane, ferocious desire to do things so quickly. I mean, I often get challenged by people like, can't you just slow down a little bit? My attorney's like, can't you just chill? And even some people on the team every now and then are like, all right, take a breath. But here's my reality behind this. I've written about this before. You may have read when I wrote an article that really went into great detail on the importance of speed in my life and why I want to invite you to consider it as well. So for me, my ferocious desire for speed happened as a result of my parents' divorce. I was very young, and the only recollection I have of my parents being married was that they were just madly in love, like public display of affection type of love. And I'll never forget the evening that my mother and father brought my sister and I into our living room and sat us down and said, we're getting separated. It just shocked me, like, because there was like no warning sign. Like, I had absolutely no idea there was any problems, and I was really young, and it was this really weird feeling. I remember this distinctly, which is I felt like somebody turned my light off, because it just happened out of nowhere. It was such an intense, like, emotional experience and spiritual experience and physical. It was so fast that the light was turned off. And really, for the rest of my life, I have used that as a catalyst to not wait but do. I've used that as a reason to not think but act. I've used it as my drive to not just like sit on the fence and hope everything works out, but rather to just deeply immerse myself in whatever I ultimately desire. And listen, for you, it might not be a divorce, but something shows up when I say the light switch goes off. I don't know what that means for you, and this is, for me, is not this morbid thing. It's not like that question, which is, if you knew you had one day to live, what would you do? That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to the time that you have taking massive and seismic action versus thinking about taking massive and seismic action. I mean, this is a really big opportunity for you to change the dynamic of how you operate in your business and in your life. So many people are just waiting, and they're waiting to be told what to do and when to do it and what's right. And here's reality. Here's reality. Your light switch is going to go off at some point. That's not death. That's a circumstance that's going to prevent you from potentially doing what you ultimately want to do. So from now until that light switch going off, what if you were to double down and do the things that you've always wanted to do? It might be you as an entrepreneur. Maybe you have a big idea, but you've just been like thinking about this idea for years and not executing upon it, but you never know when your light switch is going to go off. This is why I'm crazy. This is why I tell my team I'm a maniac to work with, because the moment I have an idea, that idea is put into motion. Whether it's launching a new company, organizing a meeting where we're literally developing an execution plan, it might even be talking about that thing like if it exists and selling it and then finding a way to deliver on it. I don't know what it is for you, but I know what it was for me. My parents divorced, the light switch went off. That was my catalyst to stop waiting and start doing, and I hope this is a catalyst for you. I hope that you realize that there's a point in time when that switch might go off. That's not death, but it's a situation that could prevent you from doing what you ultimately want to do. So between now and then, take massive and seismic and fast, ferocious speed, fast action in order to create what you ultimately want to desire. I love and appreciate you always. Remember, together we achieve more. Bye for now.